Good afternoon, friends. You are listening to Full Toss on Radio Dil, online radiodil.com for iPhone downloads, application known as Radio Dil. You can also listen to us on your regular phones, dialing the number 408-418-5000. Once again, that is 408-418-5000 for Android phones, application known as TuneIn Radio. Phone number in the studio 732-800-1008. आप सुन रहे रेडियो दिल, दिल से दिल तक. Time in the studio is 2:05, April 13, 2013. This is your host, Amit. Would like to welcome all the listeners and above all, my friend Amanat. Welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you very much, Amit. It's a great pleasure being here, a great privilege too.
Amanat, so far for the last 6 hours, it's been so exciting. Some exciting matches are happening right now, Amanat. And real quickly, before we get into anything else, there's a fantastic match going on right now also. Towards the end right now, Chennai Super Kings, they need another 16 runs with 4 wickets remaining in 6 balls.
1 over to go.
1 over to go. Ravindra Jadeja has led the crease along with Chris Morris. And just an over before that, Rampal had a peach of a spell. He got rid of Dhoni on the first ball.
Yes, that made the big difference.
And then later on he got rid of Dwayne Bravo.
2 wickets in the 19th over is very telling.
Now Jadeja just hit RP Singh for 4. So now CSK required 12 runs.
In 5 balls.
In 5 deliveries. Once again, RCB against Chennai Super Kings. This match is going on in Chepauk in Chennai.
Yes.
And RCB posted a pretty respectable total of 165 after losing 6 wickets. And Chennai is chasing 166. They are currently 154, loss of 6 wickets. Currently batting Ravindra Jadeja at the score of 30. And Chris Morris, who just joined him, is at 4. And Jadeja just, as I mentioned earlier, that he hit RP Singh for a 4. And they still require another 12 runs. Now they require 6 runs in 4 balls. Jadeja just went for a huge 6.
So that is Sir Ravindra Jadeja, as how they make fun of him.
They're calling him Guru Jadeja also now. I have heard many versions of that. Now this has become interesting all over again. 6 runs needed in 4 deliveries. RP Singh bowling to Ravindra Jadeja, who is absolutely on fire right now. I can just imagine people sitting in the stands.
I tell you that this is again, that's what makes 2020 so interesting.
This is turning out to be an absolute nail-biter, Amanat. Absolute nail-biter. Chennai Super Kings require another 6 runs with 4 wickets remaining in 4 deliveries. RP Singh to Ravindra Jadeja now 5 runs in 3 deliveries.
He's taken a single of the third ball. It's unbelievable. It can still, you can't call it, if a wicket falls at this stage, the game is still on. Because Jadeja is not facing the bowling.
This is turning out to be an absolute nail-biter, Amarnath. Absolute nail-biter. 5 runs needed in 3 deliveries. RP Singh is bowling
to Chris Morris.
To Chris Morris, who's, by the way, already scored. He scored 4
runs.
4 runs already. All he needs to do is give a strike back to Jadeja.
You need a single at least. At least a single. Otherwise, if it's a dot ball or a wicket...
Or if he can do it himself. Nothing like it, Amarnath.
If he can hit a 6. But that's going to be a tough. And Chris Morris is a good player from South Africa.
He's a South African player.
He's a new addition to...
By the way, you will be seeing him a lot when India will tour South Africa. And I hope to see him that time.
We are supposed to play... India is supposed to play 7 ODIs.
7 ODIs. That is absolutely correct, my friend.
2 runs.
Yeah, 2 runs. 3 runs needed in 2 deliveries, Amarnath.
My God. I think Chennai, what they couldn't do last week against Mumbai, they might pull off.
Once again, Chennai loses Dhoni at a very crucial stage in the chase. Last week, remember that Powell took his catch.
Yes.
What a beauty that was.
Oh, it was an amazing catch.
What a beauty that was. Amarnath, 3 runs needed in 2 deliveries.
You can have a super over.
You could have a super over.
So all 3 possibilities.
We already had 1 super over so far this beginning of the season, Amarnath.
Yes.
And Amarnath, so far the bowlers have dominated this version of the IPL also.
But for one match, no team has really scored heavily. Only Mumbai has scored 180 and 200 in that range. Nobody has scored big totals.
Morris on strike, RP Singh bowling to Chris Morris. 3 runs needed in 2 deliveries, 4 wickets remaining for Chennai Super Kings.
I think this is going to be a tie.
Let's see what happens. Now,
single.
2 runs needed in just 1 ball.
2 runs needed of 1 ball.
And Jadeja is on strike.
And if he gets out, It'll be RCB who wins.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
This is like, so you need somebody like Rajini, hero.
Oh, you mean Rajnikant?
Rajnikant. That's what the new Rajnikant is. Jadeja.
Oh boy. Don't get me started on Rajnikant.
No, that's why Dhoni makes fun of Jadeja. He's the new Rajni.
Once again, friends, 2 runs needed, 1 ball remaining, 4 wickets. Well, wickets really don't mean anything right now in the remaining ball.
Just 1 ball.
Now, should Jadeja go for a single, we go into a super over.
Yes.
But
It'll all come down to execution now. Who holds the nerve better?
Ravindra Jadeja facing off. RP Singh, 2 runs needed, 1 ball remaining. Chennai Super Kings, they're chasing 166, Amanath. 166 what they're chasing. It did not turn out to be the chase that now it is right now. In the beginning, Chennai had a pretty slow start with wickets losing at a regular interval.
Yes.
Thanks to innings by Suresh Raina and S. Badrinath.
Badrinath played well.
And
see, they lost Hussey. Hussey was the main reason why they were doing so well till now.
Amanath, my screens are still not refreshing. I know we're still waiting on that. 2 balls.
In the 1 ball.
2 runs, 1 ball remaining.
Oh God.
A single can get them into a super over. Chennai Super Kings.
They need a single, at least.
Match over, Amanath.
What happened?
No ball. Singh to Jadeja, no ball. 1 run gone. RCB have snatched the victory.
Oh, not RCB. You mean Chennai is...
Oh, they haven't. RP has... No, he bowled a no ball, Amanath.
Yeah, no ball.
Chennai have won that.
Chennai has won that. That was a no ball.
That was a no ball. Unbelievable. He's going to have... RP Singh already dropped Raina at third man.
Yes.
A sitter he dropped.
And he bowled the no ball on the last ball. He couldn't hold the nerve. Simple.
He couldn't hold the nerve. Unbelievable. What a chase. Chennai Super Kings won by 4 wickets with 1 ball remaining thanks to a no ball by RP Singh.
A no ball by RP Singh, so taking a single was
what a horrendous day he's having, Amanath. What a horrendous day he's having.
I think this is more of a... the last ball, this is more of a damp squib.
You could not have asked for a better chase.
True. The thing is... somebody had to hold his nerve. Jadeja held his nerve and RP Singh couldn't.
This is unbelievable. He overstepped by a margin there, Amanath. He overstepped by a margin on this one.
He has bowled a no ball earlier also. He had bowled a very bad no ball earlier.
He bowled a no ball earlier also. And in fact, Dan Christian was also... you could have gone either way on that. Asad Rao was a bit harsh on him at that time. But RP Singh bowls a no ball. The last ball he bowls a no ball and Chennai Super King, they win this match.
They win this match of the last ball.
Of the last delivery. What a match. What a match, Amanath.
Yes. I think Chennai has been very lucky to win this game.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get on with our show now. We have plenty to talk about. A lot of matches took place this week. We have some interesting run chase index coming up our way. Thanks to Amanath. He'll be conducting a few of them. We'll have one in the first half and the second one in the second session. We'll have it. Amanath will also go over the points table as well.
Definitely.
Now, this series, the IPL 6 2013, this has been a roller coaster ride as all the matches have been contested really well. There have been some one-sided matches like the one that took place this morning.
But they are fewer in number. And one of the reasons why matches have been well contested is the totals are not very huge. Totals are...
and once again, it proves my point what I was mentioning earlier, that the bowlers have been dominating this season so far.
And that too, not just only bowlers of all kinds, fast bowlers, spinners.
Look at the fielding. Mm-hmm. Look at the fielding. Fielding has improved tremendously for most of the teams, Amanath.
You have no chance. If you're not a good fielder, you have no chance of being in 2020.
Here's a quick wrap-up on this match, RCB versus Chennai Super Kings. Those of you who missed this match completely, here's a quick look at the scorecard. Royal Challengers Bangalore batting first in 20 overs scored 165. 58 for the captain Virat Kohli, who gets the orange cap back, Amanath.
Okay.
What a roller coaster that has been.
Oh, it has been
every match, every day between Gale, Dinesh Karthik and Virat Kohli. Every match the cap changes. Well, congratulations to Virat Kohli. He gets the orange cap back. Mayank Agarwal once again gave them a pretty good start. Royal Challengers Bangalore.
True.
But before that, Chris Morris gets rid of Gale. Huge wicket. Dhoni took that catch. And 4 for Gale, 24 for Mayank Agarwal. Virat Kohli, 58. A.B. de Villiers, what an innings he has played. 64. Before Dirk Nannes caught Bravo bowled Nannes. Daniel Christian, 2-0 for Rampal and Arun Karthik, 5. 8. There were 8 extras in this innings for Chennai Super Kings, Amanat.
8.
8 of them.
Okay.
So they have gifted those runs to them. And 165 is what RCB scored. A pretty good total, especially for Chennai also. And the wicket was also pretty good today.
One very interesting thing was, in the first 10 overs, they scored only 20...
both the teams.
They scored only about 64 runs.
Yes, in fact, towards in the chase also, if you looked at it, even for Chennai, they were neck to neck after 10 overs. But 165 is what RCB scored. Here's a quick look at a bowling card for Chennai Super Kings. Wicket for Dirk Nannes, 1 for 31. 3 wickets for Chris Morris. 3 for 40, 1 for 28, R. Ashwin, 1 for 32, Dwayne Bravo. Here comes Chennai Super Kings. The target is set for 166 in 20 overs. How did this start? They had a very, very poor start. Michael Hussey gone for 6, Murali Vijay gone for 2. I thought Vinay Kumar and Rampal, they had, what a spell they had.
I really feel bad for Rampal. He bowled his heart out. And for them to end up losing, that was really sad.
Suresh Raina, again, as I mentioned earlier, at the third man, R.P. Singh drops his catch. And the mistake he made, and Raina made them pay for that.
True.
Truly, he made them pay for 30 off 22 deliveries, 5 boundaries. S. Badrinath, what a knock he had. 34 off 29 deliveries. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, 33 off 23 deliveries, 1 boundary and 2 sixes. Ravindra Jadeja, or they call him Guru Jadeja these days.
Guru Jadeja, Rajnikant Jadeja.
Whatever, Jaddu, even if you see his shirt now, he has Jaddu on it. They not out for 38, 3 boundaries and a 6. Dwayne Bravo, 8 and 7 for Chris Morris. Chennai Super King, they win this thriller. At a very last ball.
Last ball. Last Saturday, we were doing the same commentary, literally. We were doing the ball coverage. They missed it last week. This week, they pulled it out. This shows that close ones can go either way.
And now that was the scorecard for CSK and RCB. Amanat, now let me go ahead and share the scorecard for the match that took place this morning.
Go ahead.
Between Mumbai Indians and Pune Warriors.
Okay.
Now here's a look at the scorecard for Mumbai Indians and Pune Warriors. This match took place at the Wankhede Stadium, Amanath.
Okay.
It was an early afternoon start, and Mumbai batting first. Now, I like the name that they have given to the openers. Pondulkar. Ponting plus Tendulkar, Pondulkar.
But this time they did well. This time
they were 14 for Ricky Ponting. 44 for Sachin Tendulkar. 7 boundaries and a 6 in 29 deliveries before Aaron Finch bowled delivery. Marsh took his catch.
Yes.
44 dismissed. Tendulkar. Dinesh Karthik. Red hot Dinesh Karthik, Amanath.
And I don't know, he's in a true purple patch.
Absolutely correct. Dinesh Karthik, LBW bowled Marsh at the score of 41 in 29 deliveries, 4 boundaries and 6. Here comes Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma, all eyes on him. 62 not out in 32 deliveries, 3 boundaries and 5 massive sixes.
True.
And also Karen Pollard, look at him. 14 deliveries, he faced 19 runs, 1 boundary and 1 six. Took Mumbai to 183 after losing 3 wickets in 20 overs. Here's a quick look at the bowling card for Pune Warriors. Aaron Finch, by the way, this is his second match he's playing, Amanath. Aaron Finch. 1 for 11, none for 16 for Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, none for 63. He went for plenty and more. Ashok Dinda, 4 overs, 63 runs.
He got hammered by...
Unbelievable. He set a record for himself in T20 matches.
4 for 63.
4 for 63.
It looks like almost like a ODI 10-over spell.
Most of the runs here contributed were given away by only one bowler. I think the bowlers had a pretty horrendous day in this camp. In Pune camp, you had Ashok Dinda. On the other hand, it was R.P. Singh. I'm sure I'm going back to the match between RCB and Chennai Super Kings for a long, long time. And I hope he gets over this very soon, R.P. Singh. He's been having a great season. He's been taking wickets consistently.
But today, he really dropped the ball.
He really dropped the ball.
In all senses of the term.
And so did Ashok Dinda. None for 63, none for 27 for Rahul Sharma. Angelo Matthews, the captain, none for 29, 1 for 13 for Yuvraj Singh, and 1 for 24 for Mitchell Marsh. Now, here it is. Pune Warriors, target is set for 184 in 20 overs. How did this start? They also had a pretty horrendous start, Amanat. Mitchell Johnson struck twice.
Yes, beautiful deliveries.
He gets rid of Aaron Finch in the first delivery. Only one delivery he plays, and he gets him out. Bowled. The next victim, Robin Uthappa.
Yes.
Bowled by Mitchell Johnson once again. The next wicket gone, Ross Taylor, run out by Ambati Rayudu and Ojha, that is Pragyan Ojha, at the score of 4. 24 for Yuvraj Singh, 23 for T. Suman, 19 for Angelo Matthews. Mitchell Marsh, 38, 6 for Abhishek Nair and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, 6. Rahul Sharma, 10. Too little, too late for Pune Warriors. 142 in 20 overs after losing 8 wickets.
See, once they lost on the first delivery, Finch is a very good batsman. And then soon after they lost Uthappa. It was Mitchell Johnson, who made the difference.
Mitchell Johnson got his purple cap this morning.
Purple cap,
3 for 33 in 4 overs. 1 for 20 for Pragyan Ojha, 1 for 20 also for Harbhajan Singh. Malinga, 1 for 22, none for 27 for Dhawan and Karen Pollard, 1 for 19. Now, purple cap was given to Mitchell Johnson this morning, and then in the later game, RCB versus CSK, Vinay Kumar was given the purple cap.
He got it.
He got it back from Mitchell Johnson.
Is it purple cap or orange cap?
Orange cap is for the batsman.
For the batsman, okay.
And purple cap is for the bowlers.
Okay.
So, they're also having a pretty tight race, Amanat, in the bowling department.
True.
8 wickets for, so far, 8 wickets for Vinay Kumar, 7 wickets for Mitchell Johnson, and there are 3 bowlers who are tied at each 6 wickets. That includes Cooper.
Kevin Cooper, yeah.
Kevin Cooper, and so this is turning out to be a great IPL season, Amanat.
I think it is very well contested so far. Nobody's really running away, but it's a few teams are showing their strength slowly and steadily, of which I would say Mumbai, the way they dominated Pune Warriors, very clearly showed they have the batting depth and the bowling depth.
Now, Pune only has one game so far. The last game they played in Pune, home.
They defeated Rajasthan Royals.
They defeated Rajasthan Royals. Very
convincingly.
In today's game, again, Amanat, no show. Absolutely no show.
They were outclassed. They could have chased 183 on that wicket. Mumbai wicket seems to be a batting-friendly wicket. And... But with Finch and Uthappa going for very low scores, 0 and 7, and Ross Taylor getting run out. If your top 3 batsmen score only 11 runs, you don't have a chance.
Amanat, the points table hasn't been updated yet, but nevertheless, Mumbai Indians, they're topping the chart right now, charts for points table, having won 3 of the last 4 matches they have played. And RCB obviously are going to go down the order. Chennai Super Kings will be coming up the order now, and Sunrisers. These are the top 4 teams. Rajasthan Royals, number 5. Number 6 is Kings 11 Punjab. KKR, can you believe that? Bottom of the barrel right now, along with the Warriors and the Daredevils. They're having a horrendous season as well.
Daredevils just can't seem to get started. They had a close game yesterday, which they lost a close game.
By the way, I've requested you to see if you can do
I have it ready.
Can we do a Ranches Index for the game that took place yesterday between the Delhi Daredevils
Anytime.
and Sunrisers? Let's do it right now, and when we come back after the break...
Why don't you give the score and then
yes, let me go ahead and give the score for...
Yesterday's match
that took place. Let me just get that on my screen. Here's a scorecard for Delhi Daredevils versus... Sunrisers Hyderabad. This match took place at the Firoz Shah Kotla Stadium in New Delhi yesterday. David Warner out for 0. Virendra Sehwag, who makes a comeback for Delhi Daredevils. 12 for Mahela Jayawardene. Manpreet Juneja 15. 9 for Johan Botha. Irfan Pathan 23 and Kedar Jadhav, wicketkeeper, who's for Delhi, 30. 114 in 20 overs after losing 8 wickets, and target was chased 115 for Sunrisers Hyderabad, and they won the match by 3 wickets with 4 balls remaining. Amarnath, let me stop the scorecard here. Let's get right into your run chase index.
Just a moment. Let me pull up the...
Now, while you still have that going on, Amarnath, look at the bowling card for Sunrisers. 2 wickets each. 2 wickets for Dale Steyn, 2 for 11, 2 for 35 for Ishant Sharma, 2 for 31 for Kushal Pereira.
Yes.
Wicket each for Anand Rajan and Amit Mishra. Go ahead, Amarnath.
Okay. Very low scoring target for Sunrisers. They had to score 115 runs to win. 114.
Almost what, 6 points, some.
Less than 6 runs per over.
Less than 6 runs per over.
And let us see how they approach the target. Very first over, they scored only 2 runs, no wickets. So they are even Steven, I can say. Let us roll the tape to the 7th over. At the 7th over,
1/3 of the chase is over.
1/3 of the chase is over. Sunrisers had scored 43 for 1. At 43 for 1, they were well placed. They meaning Sunrisers. They had scored 43 for 1. They need to score 114. Everything looks fine. Let us roll the tape to the 13th over. And at 13th over, they slowed down from 43 for 1. They managed to score only to 65 for 3 because the field restrictions had been removed. So that's why the run flow got choked. And they also lost, Sunrisers lost 2 more wickets.
Sangakkara was lost during that time also.
Yes, 65 for 3. At 65 for 3, Sunrisers had the advantage, but a marginal advantage. They still had the advantage. And I would say, at 50, if I had to give a probability, it was 52-48. 52% chance.
In favor of?
Sunrisers. But then the game immediately changed from the 13th over onwards. From 65 for 3, it became 69 for 4 and 76 for 5.
And just to cut you off here, Amarnath, and thanks to some brilliant captaincy by Mahela Jayawardene, he brought in some excellent bowling changes and his bowlers took wickets for him.
Yes, nothing like taking wickets to put the batting side.
Some superb fielding by Nadeem Shahzad and others.
Shahbaz Nadeem.
Shahbaz Nadeem
was...
David Warner. They were electrifying in the field.
At the end of 15 overs, 76 for 5, Sunrisers were well behind the run chase index. But then the 16th over, they got 13 runs. That made all the difference. And Sunrisers then got the initiative back. Once they got the 13 runs in the 16th over, they managed to score 8 runs, 6 runs, 6 runs.
And that over was also bowled by Umesh Yadav.
Yes.
Who bowled a pretty horrendous over that time, Amarnath. He gave up...
See, a fast bowler, if he cannot pull out the Yorker...
That's what differentiates men from boys. And when I say that, it's easier said than done, Amarnath.
Oh, yes.
Easier said than done. But at this level...
No, but you need the experience, you need the talent, and you need to hold your nerve. Like, take for example, Malinga. He can bowl a Yorker at any time.
The snap. At a cue, he'll bowl a Yorker.
Whereas, if, say, Umesh Yadav or RP Singh, they try to bowl a Yorker.
The mistake that Umesh Yadav made, Amarnath, is in those overs where where more Yorkers are needed, he was bowling more of shorter deliveries, a lot of pace behind that ball. All the batsman had to do is just flick it.
Flick it or just guide it along.
Just guide it along. Use the pace of the ball. Go right ahead, Amarnath, with your chase.
So, once 13 runs were leaked on the 16th over, all Sunrisers had to do was to not lose their wickets too many.
That didn't happen though.
They lost 2 more, but Steyn came in. Amit Mishra, people don't realize how good a batsman Amit Mishra is.
He scored a double century in Ranji. In Ranji, very recently.
And he stayed put there and he hit a few boundaries of Umesh Yadav. And even Steyn, he played brilliantly. He stayed till the end.
He's the one who scored the winning runs.
He scored the winning runs, and that made the difference for... Sunrisers.
Not even for once Delhi were in during the chase, Amarnath, your numbers didn't show. It looked like that Delhi had a good grip.
At the end of the 15th over. At the end of the 15th over, Delhi had the advantage. Delhi clearly had the advantage when they were when Sunrisers were 76 for 5. Definitely Delhi had the advantage. If they had taken 2 wickets in the next 2 overs, they could have pressed home that.
Not only that, I think that 1 over by Umesh Yadav really cost them. It cost them the match, absolutely. And you could see Jayawardene is so agitated. You could
Disgusted.
see disgusted. I mean, he had done a superb job until then, containing the run rate, containing the batsmen, not allowing them to sail forward. And, you could see Jayawardene going over and talking, having a chat with Umesh Yadav, asking him to bowl in the right areas. He had given him a proper field setup also. All Yadav had to do is not bowl any shot, deviate from that. That didn't happen. Unfortunately, did not happen. Now, again, Yadav is a pretty exciting bowler. I think he's a good find for Daredevils as well as India. But on this occasion, he did not meet his expectations by his captain and by his team. Leaving that apart, Amarnath, the problem that persists for Delhi Daredevils is their batting. Not as much as their bowling, is the batting that has been disappointing for them.
They have not been able to get their batsmen going at all.
But if you look at their lineup, Amarnath, it's a pretty solid lineup. Look at the Warner, Sehwag is back now. You have Jayawardene, Juneja bats well, Johan Botha, Irfan Pathan can bat well, Jadhav can bat.
Kedar Jadhav batted well.
Yeah, he batted really well. So I don't see any problem in the batting lineup. It's just they haven't fired yet.
See, if you've got three big internationals like Warner, Sehwag, Jayawardene, these three, at least one of these three has to score a 50. One of these three has to score a 50 to give them a chance. And then you've got Juneja, Botha and Pathan and Jadhav. So I think Delhi Daredevils are in the cellar primarily because their batting has not clicked. They are missing Peterson, but they have not been able to overcome that. They are missing Jesse Ryder. They are not able to overcome that.
Well, Amarnath, it is time for us to, in a few minutes, we'll go ahead and take our short drinks break.
Okay.
But before we do that, I have this in cricket segment.
Okay, go ahead.
Friends, you are listening to Full Toss. This is your host, Amit, along with Amarnath on Radio Dil. Online, radiodil.com. Phone number in the studio, 732-800-1008. 732-800-1008. Now, this day in cricket,
Okay.
April 13th.
April 13th.
1984.
1984.
India beat Pakistan by 58 runs to win the first Asia Cup in Sharjah.
In Sharjah, okay.
This match took place in Sharjah. Let's move on to the birthdays. Born April 13, 1925.
1925. So he must have played in...
County Cricket Board CEO Frank Chamberlain.
Okay, he won't have played Test cricket, but he was... okay.
Another individual born April 13, 1957, a Scottish cricketer.
Okay.
Dallas Moyer.
Okay.
The next one is a Zimbabwean. Born April 13, 1976.
1976.
A Zimbabwean pace bowler of 1996. He played against Pakistan. Everton Matama Bonzo.
Okay.
And we only have one obituary today. Passed away April 13, 1992. Captain of Surrey. Cricketer Walter Stewart Surridge.
Okay, Surridge.
This was our This Day in Cricket segment.
Okay.
And listeners can also find this information on our blog, fulltosscricket.com. Friends, we're also on YouTube, and thanks to your support, it has given us a lot of encouragement. Amarnath does a fantastic job editing it and putting it on for all of us to listen to it later on. Those of you who cannot catch this show at this particular hour, you have the liberty of going on, logging on to YouTube, and just type in Full Toss Cricket Show. And you have all our shows from the previous weeks, including today that will be posted by tomorrow. Amarnath does that fantastically. Friends, stay tuned. We'll be right back after these short messages from our sponsor. Welcome back, friends. You are listening to Full Toss with Amarnath and Amit on Radio Dil. Online, radiodil.com. Phone number in the studio, 732-800-1008. 732-800-1008 is a phone number. You can also... log on to our blog, that is fulltosscricket.com. Amarnath, we had a pretty interesting first half. In fact, it went by so fast, I didn't even realize.
It's like your IPL game.
Exactly. We were playing T20 matches in Amarnath. So now here's how this is turning out to be a great IPL season, Amarnath. IPL 6, as it promised, is delivering it so far.
And every game has been jam-packed in terms of crowd participation.
Can you believe that? Can you believe that?
All
the matches I have seen so far, and I've seen all of them. I have watched all of them.
All of them. I don't see a single empty seat.
And this is good for cricket overall. And not only even T20s. I saw the same thing even when Australia Australia played in India, and even for Test matches.
There was a good participation.
Good participation, but. let's come back to T20 cricket, Amanath, IPL. Radio Dil is your one-stop shop for exclusive IPL coverage, and Full Toss bring the North America's premier
Cricket radio show. Gives you that edge, gives you that a little bit of extra tinge, a flavor to it. And thanks to my friend Ramanath, who brings a little bit of a twist in this format. And the reason why I say that is because he brings to us his run chase index. By the way, it's in the process of being patented also. Yes, we'll get copyright.
So now he's been he comes from a statistical background, so there is no doubt about that. But his cricketing experience also, what he brings to this table, we can add a little bit more flavor to it. And thanks to our listeners, Amanath.
That makes all the difference.
They have been giving their support now, thanks to YouTube now also. And so far it has been great. And coming back to IPL, Amanath, Mumbai Indians are topping the chart for points-wise.
They played 4 matches, won 3 of them.
Won 3 of them.
But the most important thing for Mumbai Indians, they have been winning big. So their net run rate has really jumped up.
This is what I want to talk to you about. Yes, their net run rate has jumped up completely.
Their net run rate is 1.15.
Amanath, when the series started, at that time, both you and I had agreed, and we had said that on air also, that one of the biggest problems for Mumbai Indians is not their middle order, is their opening partnership.
Yes.
The
Pondulkar factor.
The Ponting and Tendulkar factor. And in today's match, it was not quite the scenario, because Tendulkar did fire.
Yeah, well, he creamed Dinda all over the park.
Oh, by the way, did you see that catch in the last match?
Yes.
The Ponting took?
Yes.
Come on.
Oh, of Harbhajan.
Of Harbhajan's delivery.
First ball.
Now, when was the last time you saw Harbhajan and Ponting hugging each other?
Oh, my God. It took a few years to happen. That's what Ponting said. It took a few years.
Yes, that's what he said. It took a few years.
It was an amazing catch.
I have not seen such a great catch. That too from a 40-year-old player.
He runs and takes a one-handed dive
He dove towards his right. What a catch that was! I urge listeners, if you missed it, I know if you've been watching highlights, this catch along with Gurpreet Singh's catch last week that he took at fine leg.
Yes, that was an amazing catch.
These two catches, I know Dravid also took the same catch earlier that morning, Amanath.
True.
Against Pune Warriors. But this catch taken by Ricky Ponting, unbelievable.
Yes.
Go on YouTube and you will probably also see this catch also. If you haven't seen it, I recommend to you, go ahead and see that. But Pondulkar, Ponting and Tendulkar, that has been their weakest link. When I said they, meaning Mumbai Indians. Initially, Rohit Sharma and Ambati Rayudu also took some time to settle in. We also mentioned Kieron Pollard, that why not bring him up. But so far for last few games, Sharma has been firing. But consistently. But one dark horse here, Amanath, and he needs a lot of credit, is Dinesh Karthik.
He has been on fire every game.
He's made the difference in their winning. If you look at all the matches, it's because of some consistent scoring by Dinesh Karthik is the reason why Mumbai Indians are winning those matches, because their batsmen are putting some runs. And then you have Malinga, you have Bhaji, you do have some fire bowling power, arsenal in your pocket. So that is making team Mumbai Indians a little stronger than the rest of the others. RCB is not far behind. With Chris Gayle, Virat Kohli, they're firing AB de Villiers.
They have a very powerful batting lineup as well.
However, this morning polls were taken, and CSK got most votes for being the top number one batting team in the IPL. In terms of the batting lineup. Chennai Super Kings received most votes. After that is
I would
RCB.
say today, if I have to say which has got the strongest batting lineup, I'll have to go with Mumbai because of Dinesh Karthik, Rohit Sharma, Kieron Pollard, and Ambati Rayudu. And one of the Pondulkars is likely to click always, I feel.
That's why my vote also goes a little bit towards Mumbai. Because of that reason only.
And so in terms of batting lineups, I would say Mumbai has got the momentum. Others are not very far behind.
Again, we're still at the very beginning of the season, Amanath. Things are going to change.
You have not even finished 1/3 of the games. You have finished about, say, 25% of the games.
You know what? I was a little disappointed not to see Dale Steyn in that purple cap race, Amanath.
Yeah. But he's been, he may not have taken wickets, but he's...
Him and Ishant Sharma, look at Ishant Sharma, the way he has been bowling. Unbelievable.
And they have got Amit Mishra. Sunrisers are doing well this time.
Yeah. I hope they do well. I hope they continue doing well, because last year they did not have a good season, Amarnath.
They have already got 3 wins. They're third in the points table.
Amarnath, here's my next topic of discussion, and I'll also keep the phone lines open for our listeners to participate in this discussion also with us. Phone number in the studio 732-800-1008, and the topic of the discussion I have is captaincy by an overseas player. When teams have an overseas captain,
that takes away one spot.
Because each team is only allowed 4 foreign players.
True.
We have seen with RCB last year where Dan Vittori sat himself out. Sangakkara also sat himself out. Jayawardene, remember in one of the crucial matches, he sat himself out too to bring in additional power. One of the teams that I'm going to be discussing today, and I have it on the forum, is Pune Warriors.
True.
Pune Warriors, India. Angelo Matthews is
they're supposed to have Michael Clark, but they lost Michael Clark.
They lost Michael Clark, but then they brought in Angelo Matthews, who's, in my opinion, also is a pretty good captain. Amarnath, he's been captaining Sri Lanka really well. He's a great all-rounder. But if you look at the dugout, if you look at the Warriors camp, Warriors aren't doing that well this season either. The batting hasn't been clicking so far. But then you have batsmen like Luke Wright, Steve Smith, who are just sitting there.
That's because of the quota system.
That is because of the quota system.
True.
And that is what my discussion today is going to be about, is should there be need for having an overseas captain when you are limited of using your resources well in crucial matches?
It will depend very much on the team. Like, for example, Mumbai also has Ponting, a foreign captain there, who's not doing very much himself.
No, he's not.
But others are picking up the slack. Other team members, both batting and bowling, are picking up the slack. You've got Mitchell Johnson, Malinga. Those two...
I forgot to mention his name also in that bowling lineup of Mumbai. Mitchell Johnson, Malinga, Pragyan Oja, Harbhajan Singh.
Kiran Pollard.
That's a pretty solid lineup, Amarnath.
That's what I said. Mumbai seems to have the firepower.
Another team that I wanted to discuss is also RCB. If you look at RCB, they're also heavily reliant upon the overseas batsmen, Chris Gale, AB de Villiers.
Those two are two big heavy hitters.
And they have been proving their worth. There's no doubt about that. Let's move on to KKR. In KKR's situation...
The reason is KKR is in trouble. Cullis has not been scoring.
Yes, thank you very much.
Cullis has not been scoring heavily, and that's what is coming.
Gambhir is doing his job.
Morgan is doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Ian Morgan
is doing his job well. Cullis really hasn't clicked yet. Let's look at Delhi Daredevils. Similar situation there also. You have an overseas captain in Mahela Jayawardene. Then you have David Warner.
And their batting is not clicking at all.
The batting is just not clicking. They are a good fielding unit. You should see them the way they field.
The last match against Pune, they almost pulled it off, but because they scored only 114.
That has been the problem for Daredevils, is they're not putting enough runs on board for their bowlers to defend it.
And the other thing we are forgetting Kings 11 Punjab.
I was saving them for the last.
Go ahead.
Let's go right ahead. Kings 11 Punjab.
They played only 2 games. Watch out for them. I expect them to do well.
Another problem that I see with Kings 11 Punjab is, again, they have an overseas captain in Adam Gilchrist.
True.
They do have a pretty unique lineup.
They have both youth and experience.
And they're all charged up. Now, dark horse in Kings 11 Punjab is Azhar Mahmood.
Azhar Mahmood is an old warhorse. He can bat, he can bowl, he can field, he can mentor.
He's a match winner. That's what I wanted to say. He's a match winner.
He's a match winner. Watch out for Kings 11 Punjab. They are below the radar, having played only 2 games.
Rajasthan Royals, another balanced team, Amarnath. Rahul Dravid is the captain. Then you have an opening partnership between Dravid and Ajinkya Rahane.
So, but for you're absolutely right. Dravid has been leading the team well. They've got Sean Tate. They've got every kind of.
Amarnath, did you see the match that took? I know they lost that match to Warriors, but look at the way Dravid batted.
Amazing.
In T20 format, such a class.
And everyone said that he couldn't play T20.
Come on. Just watch that. Just watch the highlights. Just watch the highlights. He's been batting consistently. Get out of here. What are you talking about?
So he's not just a test player. He has shown that he can play.
No, look at the way he's been playing right now, Rahul Dravid. Now, again, coming back to Rajasthan Royals, also a pretty well-balanced team. They have a pretty balanced attack with Sean Tate and Shane Watson, who contributes both with bat and ball.
True.
Then Siddharth Trivedi.
He's a very good bowler.
He's a very good bowler, Ramanath. Very good bowler. He's been bowling consistently. He's been taking wickets for the Royals.
People forget that in the Ranji matches, he has been a very consistent performer in Ranji matches as well.
Him along with Siddharth Kaul. Now, I know Harmeet Singh was also given an opportunity this time to bowl.
But Harmeet Singh got...
but he got hammered.
He got hammered and so did Srishant.
Oh,
rumored.
You know what? How can I forget talk about Srishant?
Robin Uthappa just creamed him all over the park.
Yeah, Srishant was not a
He had a breakdown.
He had a breakdown.
He had a breakdown.
And what does he do after his breakdown? He goes on to the Twitter. And he starts that slapget matter again.
I think he has understood the game of publicity. No publicity is bad publicity.
No, I agree to that. But you know what? That matter is long gone and over. Let's move on.
Yes, true.
Chennai Super Kings. Now, as I had mentioned to you earlier, they have received most number of votes in terms of the best batting lineup this season, IPL Season 6. Chennai Super Kings. Michael Hussey, Murli Vijay, Suresh Raina, Badrinath, Ravindra Jadeja, Mahendra Singh Dhoni,
and Bravo. You've got a
seven solid batsmen.
Stellar batting.
Absolute beauty. Absolute beauty. So this has been the format so far. This has been the team format so far. Amanath, as I promised earlier to our listeners, we'll have a run chase index. Can we have a run chase index only because this match turned out to be a more of a nail biter?
Which match?
CSK and RCB. That just concluded half an hour ago.
Oh yes, I have.
So if you can have now, real quickly, friends, let me just go ahead and share the scorecard with you before he starts his run chase index, which is also called RCI, that you can also log on to our blog, fulltosscricket.com, to read about it. But, this match just concluded half an hour ago. Here's the scorecard. Chennai Super Kings won this match by 4 wickets with 1 ball remaining. RCB, Royal Challengers Bangalore, scored 165 in 20 overs after losing 6 wickets. 166 that was required for Chennai to chase, and they chased it down. 166 after losing 6 wickets. Amanath, are we ready for the run chase index?
Absolutely.
Let's go right ahead.
Okay. Target 166 runs in 20 overs, in 120 balls. Let's roll the videotape to this end of the 7th over. At the end of the 7th over, the score for Chennai was 37 for 2. They lost 2 wickets and scored only 37 runs.
Now, this model of yours is based on the resources available.
Yes. Yeah. How many balls and how many wickets do you have?
So it's a wicket model.
It's a combination of both the parameters.
Right, left.
And the left pocket, you have got 120 balls to score the runs. Right pocket, you've got 10.
By the way, listeners, just to let you know, the success ratio, the rate on his RCI
is around 85%.
85. Outstanding. Outstanding, Amanath. Go right ahead.
Okay. Now, at the end of the 7th over, 37 for 2. Based on the run chase index, Chennai was behind the run chase index. No question. Because Chennai still had to score 78% of the runs. 78% of the runs to be scored. And they had already expended 2 wickets and lost, 35% of the balls. Let's roll the videotape to the 13th over. 13th over, Chennai had improved their scoring rate and reached 82, but they lost 2 more wickets at 82 for 4.
And Badrinath and Raina.
At 82 for 4, Chennai was definitely well behind the run chase.
This is 13th over.
13th over. So this is one of the few cases where the 13th over indicator came wrong. And by the way, Dhoni came, he increased the scoring rate, Jadeja was there. Now, if you go down to the last but 1 over, to 20th over, at the 20th over, they needed 16 runs.
Chennai Super Kings.
Chennai needed 16 runs. That's a pretty high order. You need a huge... and they managed to do it off the last ball. So, yeah, I would say Chennai Super Kings was behind the run chase index for almost all the 19 overs they played. They caught up on the last ball and won the game.
And that's because of no ball by
no
RP
ball.
Singh.
And that way he gave a boundary and a sixer in the first 2 balls.
But just to take attention away from RP Singh just a little bit, 16 needed of 6 deliveries, but it was actually Jadeja who stuck a boundary and a 6.
The first 2 balls
made the 2 balls difference right there.
Right there. If either of them was a dot ball, the game would have been over. If RP Singh was able to take a wicket in the first 2 balls, the match was theirs. Like, remember, Vinay Kumar took Dhoni's wicket.
Yes.
Of the first ball. Are you in a close game in the 20th over? If you get a wicket, you win. If you concede a boundary, you lose. It's as simple as that. If you just give 1 or 2 runs, no big deal. You're still in the hunt.
Amarnath, will you post this RCI run chase index on the blog also?
Yes, because today it very clearly showed Chennai was behind almost every over.
Your indicator showed at the 13th over, that's half the chase is over. At that point, it was still RCB's game.
RCB's game, definitely.
It was still RCB's game till the 19th over.
Till the 19th
till
over.
The beginning of few deliveries.
Till the beginning of the 20th over, it was RCB's game.
RCB.
That 6 and 4.
That changed it.
That changed it. And it brought them to parity. But of course, the last ball, no ball, made the difference.
Oh, friends, you are listening to Full Toss with Amarnath and Amit on Radio Dil, online radiodil.com. Phone in the studio 732-800-1008. You can also log on to YouTube. We have all our shows posted there. Thanks to my friend Amarnath here. You can listen to all of our previous shows. And on today's show will be posted by tomorrow on YouTube. Just type in Full Toss Cricket Show. Amarnath, real quickly before I wrap up for the afternoon, here's a look at the fixture for tomorrow. Here a couple of the matches are happening tomorrow.
Go ahead.
KKR, Kolkata Knight Riders, they will be facing Sunrisers at Kolkata. They're playing home. Now, KKR playing in Kolkata home is their fortress.
True.
Every player is so used to playing there when you have Rajat Bhatia, Balaji, these bowlers, they use those conditions so well. Gambhir, who is in a superb touch, Amarnath.
Absolutely.
But if you look at the Sunrisers, they have the momentum on their side.
They've got Stein and Sharma, two great bowlers who can make use of the conditions.
With Amit Mishra adding some flavor to their bowling, spinning. But their batting, Parthiv has had a great start. He just hasn't continued.
See, Parthiv Patel...
It's just a matter of time.
But I expect more out of Parthiv Patel. I thought he's going to be a superstar. Not just an ordinary star. As a I expect him to be a batting superstar. Because he has got that...
he's got a great talent.
He's got great talent, great sense of timing. I want him to score that 70-80s. I don't want him to score...
When I look at Sunrisers, I look at Parthiv Patel in their batting lineup. Then you have Kumar Sangakkara. And then you have Cameron White.
But they have Akshat Reddy and...
everybody's been contributing. But I think it's more that the bowling, they have been choking runs. Yes. They have been choking their oppositions, Amarnath. And that's why they have been so successful. Again, you're starting out with Dale Steyn and Ishant Sharma. And right after that, you're introducing Amit Sharma, a leggy, who has been excellent in his bowling performances, Amarnath. So Sunrisers are going to be visiting Kolkata Knight Riders tomorrow.
Okay, let me give you my scenario for tomorrow's game.
Go right ahead.
If Kolkata bats first, they score 140, they win.
Yes, I'm for that.
If they score 140, 145, I cannot think of...
I actually do expect a low-scoring game tomorrow.
I can't expect Hyderabad to... but anything below 120, they'll have a chance. Hyderabad has a chance. If Hyderabad bats, I don't think they've got great batting. and I would expect them to be all out within about 130, 135. Means score not more than that. So I'll give the edge to Kolkata tomorrow.
Traditionally, pitch at Kolkata has always been on a slower side.
So I have to give the advantage to Kolkata tomorrow.
What KKR is, that's what Amarnath is saying tomorrow. And the second match, another interesting match, Amarnath. Royals are facing Kings 11 Punjab at Jaipur.
At Jaipur.
Sawai Man Singh Stadium.
Sawai Man Singh Stadium, minor edge to Rajasthan Royals.
You're going with Rajasthan Royals.
Rajasthan Royals, minor edge. I would say 52-48.
Again, if you look at Kings 11 Punjab, electrifying team.
Definitely.
What Amarnath mentioned earlier, a good combination of the youth and some experienced players. Dark horse again, once again, Azhar Mahmood.
He can make the difference.
He can. He's a match winner for you. But plus David Hussey. You have Praveen Kumar in the bowling department.
If he can keep his head on.
Yeah, if he can keep his head on. So, Amarnath, this is turning out to be a great IPL season 2013, season 6. And real quickly, on Monday, April 16th, Kings 11 will be facing KKR at Mohali. Only a day, they only get 1 day. That's it?
Yes.
Not even. In fact, if you look at Punjab, they're playing tomorrow. They will be playing in Jaipur, and Monday they'll be not Monday, Sunday, Amarnath.
True.
Within 24 hours, they go back and play. This is something interesting. They'll be facing KKR. Well, KKR is also playing this game that day also. And the second match will be RCB versus Daredevils at Bangalore. Now, this one, there is absolutely no doubt in my mind. Who are we going to pick here between RCB and Delhi Daredevils?
Oh, RCB.
RCB. They're playing home. They've got a great crowd support behind them meaning RCB. Bangalore being such a closely knit stadium, Amarnath. You know how noisy it gets there? Well, I have not seen it. I have heard it. You have seen that stadium.
True.
So I give an edge here to RCB. Daredevils still, they haven't really fired yet, Amarnath. And until then, of course, they get their batting situation under control. I really don't see any improvement for Daredevils. Yes, they definitely have a good bowling lineup, but the bowlers can only do so much, as long as they have a good total to defend.
So, with just about 16, 17 matches done, I would say two teams are almost out. Delhi Daredevils and Pune Warriors, they've got too many problems to take care. I can't expect them to turn around rapidly. They can make a better showing. So of the remaining 7 teams, it's going to be interesting to see which 4 will qualify. By next week, we may have a better idea.
We'll have a very clear picture by next week. Friends, Amarnath, unfortunately, that's all the time we had left for today.
Okay.
Friends, you were listening to Full Toss. This is your host, Amit, along with Amarnath. I would like to thank you, our listeners, for giving us your support for a long time. Thank you for supporting us on our YouTube channel. Once again, you can log on to YouTube. Just type in Full Toss Cricket Show. You can listen to our recordings of our broadcast there. Don't forget to log on to our blog, fulltosscricket.com. Amarnath, I want to thank you for your contributions, your expertise, your knowledge you bring to this table. It makes it absolutely much more interesting.
Thank you very much.
Friends, we'll be back here. I'll be back here Wednesday for my show Ek Pal, Amit ke Saath. That airs between 12 to 1 on Wednesday afternoons. And for Full Toss, we'll be back here next Saturday afternoon.
2 to 3.
2 to 3, same time, 2 to 3. Till then, everybody, have a fantastic weekend.